What up? What's happening? Oh, you haters.
What up? What's happening? All you haters, kick it at me.
had a good time. Yeah, I listened to T.I. Anyway, he's from Georgia. I'm gonna do a comic book collection update, and I got one toy, so it's gonna be comic collection update / toy update. So, it's just a handful of stuff, so I'm gonna jump right into it, so I don't take up too much of your time for those that do watch my videos. So right now, my two favorite comics I'm reading. I don't have these in any kind of correct order here. So here we go. So I've picked up the Scumbag #2. Killer covers on these two, man. Just a great story, man. This is one of those stories like, you know, when you read a lot of serious comics or horror comics. I can't say the word horror correctly, but I like to have something light, you know, to read like after it or something. If it's like a really, really dark story, you know. And so, but this is just a fun, light read. It's goofy, but it's so original, so creative. So I'm digging it. So that was 2, and this one's 3. Just fantastic. Image Comics, best title they got going right now. I think it actually has ended. I'm behind the times, so I think it's either over or nearing its end. And then one of my favorite, I can't even remember how I ended up getting Zombie Sub 920 #1. I think I just saw the cover and I was like, oh, I gotta have that. But dude, I enjoy this comic. So here's Zombie Sub 920. This is on Mitchell Comics, and I think Mitchell signs all the comics apparently, and he is the owner, artist, writer. I think there's maybe his wife or somebody does some writing. I'm not sure, but that's #4, and that was from 2014. And here's 5. These things, man, they're just goofy horror. I mean, it's so, the story's just, I don't know. I love it though, man. It's so campy. It's so throwback, you know, to like the old horror when they couldn't really do a lot of graphic stuff in the comics. So, and it could get more graphic. I'm not really sure how many books are in this, but I'm going to get them all. And as far as I can tell, everyone comes signed. So, all right. So that's those are my 2 favorite titles I'm reading right now. And I'm a big fan of Scout Comics. I've just recently discovered Scout Comics. I picked up Frank at Home on the Farm #1. And, man, these things come out like every other month. Whew. I wish they would do monthly titles, man. But anyway, I guess it just saves me money. Here's Frank at Home on the Farm #2. Cool story, man. Like I say, I'm enjoying the Scout Comics stuff. That's #2, if I didn't say that already. And then I also like, oh, I didn't know I got 2 of these. For some reason I got 2 of these. Not really sure why. So I'll probably send one out to somebody. But #2, Children of the Grave. I will be honest and say I've not read 2 yet. So I'm not really sure where the story's going just yet. You know, I read 1, but you don't read, you know, comic issue #1 is just to grab you. You know what I mean? And then there's nothing really decided in comic #1. So, but it's got to hold your interest enough to want to get #2. And it did. I just hadn't gotten around to reading it yet. And then there's 3. Children of the Grave. This was from last year. And it may still be ongoing too. I'm not sure. I know Frank at Home on the Farm is. Another cool title I've been reading, very creative. Donny Cates story, crossover, #3. And I ordered a lot of these off of my comic shop. I do not have a local comic shop anymore. It closed. Casualty of the COVID. And crossover, #4. I would give this like so far like 4 out of 5, but Scumbag's a 5. And the zombie sub's like a 4.5. And the last Scout comics, this was a great number 1. I've got to pick up some more. I'm going to get, I don't know how many of these are out yet, but I'm going to pick them up. I'll probably do an order this weekend and try to catch up to wherever they are on this, if they're not already done. Like I say, I'm behind, so I don't even know what's new coming out anymore. All right, so that's the recount. Great first story. We're highly recommended so far. And then I've been trying to pick these up as I see them, if they're cheap, and usually they are. The Nam. I've actually got this comic, but I tore the cover on it, and it's a really good story. I will get into it. I hate to talk about comics and somebody like, oh, I'd like to read that, but then spoil it for them, you know. But cool story. So if you ever read the Nam, number 9 is really a good one. And like each comic's another day in Vietnam. It's from what I understand, it's how it's a linear story. Every day, because the tour of duties, you know, if you soldier went to Vietnam, you had to go for 12 months. So I think what their goal was to do 365 days. But I don't even know how far they got. But love this. And this is number 13. Love me. So these are the comics I really grew up on. The Nam, Sergeant Rock, of course Gru, I've talked about before. So fun stuff, man. Well, not always fun, but good comic. That covered a really dark period in American history. So, and finally, the toy I mentioned. I now have the Supreme Commander. Mars Attacks. Trendmasters from, when did these come out? 96. So I think you could see my over the shoulder. So right there. So I got a few more to put up. So I don't want to take these out of the boxes, you know, but for room's sake, I may have to. And another thing too is the batteries are dead, so I need to replace them, and you can't do that. So he talks. Martian chatter, they call it. Oh, and then you hit it again. I didn't even look at this. So you hit the button once, it gives you some Martian chatter, and you hit it again, and it translates it. Yeah, I'm probably going to have to get him out of here and put the batteries in, because I want to check that out. So, Mars Attacks, Trendmasters. Some of these come with mission discs, so it's old floppy discs. But this doesn't come with one, but some of my other ones do. So, back in the day, you could put those in a computer, and it give you missions. I'm not really sure. I've never actually seen anyone like post what it does. So, but there's the toy lineup for that. There's a lot more to get. Oh, these are games on the computer discs. Yeah. This is for Windows 3.1 or Windows 95. Good Lord. Those are the good days. So, and then there's the games apparently that you could play with them. I wished I had something I could check that out. Mission disc. That's pretty cool. Sorry. I said I'd be quick, and here I am just standing stuff. But that's all I got. Let me know what you think about these comics, man. I'm not buying as much as I was, but I'm still getting in comics with the stories that are really. I'm trying to focus more on the stories instead of the art, because I like so much of the comics and their art that I end up buying comics with not the best stories, but really good cover art. And I don't know. It just seems like for me, it's better if I get this. I'm a bigger fan of the storyline than the cover art. And a lot of comics have both, but I'm trying to get a lot of number 1s that I haven't read. Read like maybe 1 or 2 to give it a shot, see what it's like. And then some of them I'm not getting any more of, but if I like the story, then I'm going to keep collecting. So, but I'm trying to keep that, because I was really buying a lot of comics for a while. Still love them. I'm just not getting as many. So, and the same thing with records. So, all right, everybody. Thanks for watching, listening to me Babylon, and I appreciate it. I really do. And again, let me know what you think about the comics or the Mars Attack toy, and I'll talk to you soon. Appreciate ya. Bye.